Everyone is talking about the new weapon that id Software is creating for Doom Eternal's second DLC, that being the Ancient Gods Part 2. A lot of people have been asking me on the comment section of my videos and on social media to make a video speculating which type of weapon this is going to be, and if it's going to replace any other weapon in the sandbox of the game. So, in this video we're gonna go over all the possible weapons that id Software might make usable on the Ancient Gods Part 2. To give a little bit of context, Hugo Martin, the game director of Doom Eternal, has been doing weekly or bi-weekly streams playing the whole campaign of Doom Eternal, and in his last two streams he said that they were going to add a new weapon into the Ancient Gods Part 2, and that we have already seen this weapon in the game. This new weapon is also going to add a new mechanic into the Doom Dance, the Fun Zone, and because of that there are some fan favorite weapons that are not going to make it in, like the Demonic Crucible. Lore-wise, the Demonic Crucible would be the perfect fit to kill the Dark Lord, but it is just that, a demonic crucible blade. At its core, it would function the same way as a Slayer's Crucible blade, an Argent energy blade that has a maximum of 3 dips. The blade uses 1 dip per glory kill animation. I'm actually making a video on why the Slayer's Crucible blade is the best / worst weapon in the entirety of Doom, so subscribe if you want to see that. I do not think that the Demonic Crucible is going to be the new weapon, as it is basically a reskin of the Slayer's Crucible blade, and a ton of fans would be disappointed if it was. The Soul Cube from Doom 3. In Doom Eternal, you can find the Soul Cube on the Doom Slayer's PC setup. As of the recording of this video, the Soul Cube is nothing but an Easter egg within the game. But if we take into consideration the lore behind the Soul Cube and the current events happening in the universe of Doom, then the Soul Cube becoming the Doom Slayer's new ultimate weapon is not an overstatement. In the lore, the Soul Cube contains the souls of the Martian alien race, and it is described to be the strongest and only weapon that can kill Hell's mightiest warrior, that being the Cyber Demon from Doom 3. That was all way back in Doom 3 of course, and now in Doom Eternal, the Doom Slayer is about to fight against Hell's mightiest ultimate warrior, the leader of Hell's armies, the Vod, the Dark Lord. When and how is the Doom Slayer going to obtain the Soul Cube in the game is still a mystery of course, but it would be a cool way to make a callback to Doom 3, the black sheep of the Doom games. The Soul Cube is a rechargeable weapon. For every kill you make, 1 dip of the Soul Cube is going to light up, and up to 5 dips are needed to release its ultimate attack. You can see how many dips are lightened just by taking a look at the artifact, with 4 dots at each edge of the artifact and 1 at the center of it. Now, I really do not think id Software is going to bring back a weapon like the Soul Cube on the Ancient Gods Part 2. Hugo Martin has stated that he doesn't like filling bars on games, like rechargeable meters for the ultimate attack, and the addition of the Soul Cube to the sandbox of the game would feel rather awkward. Still, lore-wise, it all makes sense for the Soul Cube to be on the game, as it is the ultimate weapon to kill the ultimate enemy.
Hear me, Slayer. When his heart is laid to rest, then his soul will be at peace. And so will mine.
The Betrayer's Crucible Hammer. There is a high chance that the Betrayer is dead. It's not written in stone of course, but the way the Betrayer structured his words when giving the Doom Slayer this knife made him sound like if the death of the Icon of Sin would mean his end as well. The Betrayer has been alive as long as the Doom Slayer, so there is a high chance that the demons of hell gave the Betrayer immortal life to bear the greatest sin of betraying his own blood. Maybe they linked the life force of the Icon of Sin to the life force of the Betrayer, and with the Icon of Sin's death, the Betrayer is no more. There is a lot of people that believe this new weapon is actually the Crucible Hammer from the Commander, yet I think we go back to the same problem of the Demonic Crucible with the Crucible Hammer of the Commander. The Crucible Hammer would just be a reskin of the Crucible Blade. Of course, you can make the argument that the Crucible Hammer will have new glory kill animations which, do not get me wrong, getting to see new animations of how demons are getting killed would absolutely make my day, but its software is trying to create something new, something fresh, something that will add a new mechanic into the game, something that will enhance the Doom dance even more, and something like the Crucible Hammer will just not be it, chief. And for the people that say that the new weapon is the cut pistol, bro, there is a reason it was taken out for a reason, for God's sake. It is not the cut pistol. It is impossible for it to be it. The Marauder Crucible X. I've seen a ton of people talking about the Marauder X being this new weapon as well, but I don't think that would be the case, as lore-wise and gameplay-wise, it wouldn't make sense at all. Lore-wise, the Marauder X is very underpowered compared to the Crucible Blade from the Doomslayer, and gameplay-wise, we are just going back to the same problem with the Demonic Crucible. It wouldn't add anything new to the game, unless its software finds a way to rework the Crucible weapons and how they work. I just do not see any Crucible weapon, the Crucible Hammer, the Demonic Crucible, being added in the sandbox of the game on the Ancient Gods Part 2. And if you wanted this weapon to be a full-on mech, Ugo specifically mentioned that this weapon is going to replace the Crucible slot, so that would be a full-on negative. But we all know that this new ultimate weapon, one that will put an end to the reign of the Dark Lord, is actually Dr. Elena Richardson, and my good friend Alston thinks that as well. These are all the weapons from Doom Eternal that might become the new weapon we're going to use on the Ancient Gods Part 2. But to expand this list even further, let's go back to Doom 2016, specifically to its multiplayer. The Reaper Burst Weapon, the only weapon from Hell that is usable in Doom 2016, and it uses actual Hell energy for its ammunition. And last but not least, the Hell Shot, a weapon created by the UAC Arms Division. It uses concentrated bolts of Argent energy as ammunition as well. Truly devastating for its foes, enemies, adversaries, you name it. It's a hell of a weapon. Out of all of the weapons I've mentioned in this video, which one do you think is the most likely to become the new weapon that we're going to use on the Ancient Gods Part 2? Or do you think none of these weapons are the one it is creating at all? I want to know your honest opinion down in the comment section below. It's really possible that this new weapon is going to replace the Crucible weapon slot in the game, and going by Ugo's words, in quotes, this weapon will give you access to some juicy power. Taking that into consideration, then most likely this weapon will be equally as powerful as the Crucible Blade. So in my honest opinion, I'll go that this new weapon is probably either the Soul Cube from Doom 3 or the Demonic Crucible. Thanks for watching. And so, case buttons, that was all the time I had for today's video. Please let me know what you think about this video down in the comment section. Leave a like if you did, and a dislike if you disliked it. It is completely fine, my brothers. If you didn't like the video, leave a dislike right now. But if you did like the video, leave a like right now, because it helps me out a lot for this video to get recommended more in the recommended section. Special thanks to all of my patrons for making this video possible, and links to all of my social media accounts, Twitter, Twitch and Instagram are going to be down below. Please leave a comment down below which weapons should come back into Doom in the future. It can be for a new DLC for Doom, or it can be for a new Doom game. Please leave your weapon comment down below as well. Have a nice day, stay awesome, I love you guys, adios, bye.